Hey there, Midnight Mysteries family. Today's story is different. It's about my passion for horror stories, inspired by Mr. Nightmare. I took a trip to the cinema. Unfortunately, I lost all I had. I am glad that I am alive. It's not for lighthearted, so be sure before listening to my scary story. Also hit that like button. Subscribe for more scary stories daily. It keeps me encouraged to share my stories with you. Let's dive into the terror of horror. Once upon a time in the mysterious town of Oxfordshire, there stood an enigmatic cinema named the Enigma Theatre. It had a history of secrets, drawing folks in with its vintage charm and old-timey movies. One peculiar night, Julie, my partner, and I, Massimo, decided to venture into the heart of this cinema. We were both into horror, big fans of Mr. Nightmare and his spooky stories. He'd recently shared some creepy tales about the Enigma Theatre's eerie past, and we couldn't resist checking it out. As we walked in, a strange quiet wrapped around us. The place was dimly lit, and you could smell popcorn in the air. It felt like we were stepping into a different world, and the mystery of it all made our hearts beat faster. We found our seats, ready for a horror movie night. The film started, and it was all spooky and exciting, just how we liked it. We laughed and got scared together, feeling the thrill of the unknown. But then, things got weird. The movie started glitching, and the picture quality went wonky. The whole audience started getting antsy, wondering what was happening. But the movie kept playing. Out of nowhere, whispers filled the theater. Julie and I exchanged uneasy looks, trying to figure out what was going on. The whispers were real, not just in our heads. In the shadows, a tall figure appeared. It was hard to see, like it was blending into the flickering lights. We tried to ignore it, but a creepy feeling crawled up our spines. As the movie reached its intense part, the figure stepped onto the stage. Cloaked and hidden in darkness, it scared the daylights out of everyone. People screamed, but the figure didn't care. We tried to run, but it was like our feet were glued to the floor. The figure started coming toward us, and fear gripped our hearts. We couldn't escape. In a panic, Julie grabbed a flashlight from her bag. She pointed it at the figure, revealing a blank, emotionless mask. It was like a nightmare coming to life. The figure jumped at us, arms reaching out. I fought with everything I had, but it was too strong. I watched in horror as Julie got dragged away into the shadows, her screams fading away. My heart shattered, and everything went dark. When I opened my eyes, I could see a strange, big, and tall creature taking Julie toward the screen. She was still screaming, and the creature's movements were slow and deliberate, like it was part of some dark theater performance. I tried to move, to run to Julie's rescue, but it was as if an invisible force held me back. The creature disappeared into the screen, taking Julie with it, leaving behind an eerie silence. Stumbling out of the theater, the truth hit me like a ton of bricks. The love of my life was gone, and this seemingly innocent cinema had turned into a house of horrors. From that night on, the Enigma Theater became known as a haunted place. The story of Julie and me spread like wildfire, and people avoided the cinema like the plague. It became a symbol of fear, a warning to anyone thinking of going in. Our story turned into a cautionary tale, a reminder of the darkness that hid within the Enigma Theater. Mr. Nightmare's stories had become real, leaving scars on those who dared to step into the shadows of Oxfordshire cinema.